Hi, I'm Paolo Viscardi. I'm one of the curators at the Horniman Museum and Gardens, and I am now the Extreme Curator because we've got a new exhibition opening called Extremes, and it's opening on the 15th of February. I'm here at the Icebar in London, and I'm going to get a bit cold as the first of my challenges. Right, I've been in for a few minutes now and starting to get a little bit cold. It's about -7 in here, and there are icicles up on the ceiling, and obviously the entire room is built of ice, so it is clearly quite cold. I don't normally feel the cold that much, but I'm starting to now, so let's see how that goes in a little bit more time. Now, I'm actually really beginning to get quite chilly, and normally when people are in here drinking, they have a slight advantage over me in that they get a special kind of outfit to wear. So my esteemed colleagues from the Horniman who are here making this video with me are all wrapped up nice and warm. And I think you should probably have a look at them. Yeah, I'm beginning to really wish I had one of those now. I've been in here for probably about half an hour now, and it's really getting quite cold. All my arm hairs are beginning to stand up, and they're trapping a layer of air against my skin, which is my body's way of trying to retain some of my body heat, so I'm not radiating it all out into the cold environment. Of course, I'm not very hairy, unlike something like a polar bear, a nice little polar bear. They have lots of hair, they have very dense hair, and they have a very kind of short, but very dense undercoat, which keeps it really nice and warm, traps lots of hair in there. And then on top of that, they've got long guard hairs, which are hollow, which is why the bears appear white, because actually their skin's black. But these hollow hairs refract sunlight in a way that makes them appear just white. And those hollow hairs also act like a bit like a duvet, covering them and trapping lots of air against the body, keeping their body temperature nice and constant. Okay, so one of the things I have to do in my job is to write labels. It doesn't sound like a very challenging task, it's not a very challenging task, although sometimes the labels we have to write are very small to go with things like insects or very small bits of bone, for example. So I've got a label that I wrote yesterday here in my office, which is a nice balmy 21 degrees centigrade, and you can kind of get a rough idea of the size of writing that you can do. It's generally less than 1 millimetre in height. I have a special pen to be able to do that with, 0.05mm pen. And I'm going to have a go at writing a small label in these conditions while I'm absolutely freezing and my fingers feel like they're going to drop off. Actually getting the lid off the pen has been a challenge, so... Okay. Oh my goodness. This is really hard. Just writing is hard. Thinking of something to write is hard. That actually really hurts. I'm going to stop now because I need to put my hand on my pockets and I want to finish this challenge soon. It's really cold. Okay, I've been in here for 40 minutes now, which is how long a slot is in this place. And I can see why they only give people 40-minute slots, because I'm really cold. I'm not able to think of anything else to say now, which is a nuisance. What am I supposed to be saying? Right, I've been here for 40 minutes now, which is how long a session is in the Icebar. So I can see why they only let you stay in here for 40 minutes, because it is really cold and I'm beginning to really shake, and it's quite hard to control my shaking, and it's really hard to keep concentration, and my brain's not really working properly anymore. So I should probably stop soon and go and warm up with a cocoa maybe or something. So the Extremes exhibition will give you a chance to come and experience or come and understand more, learn more about animals which live in extreme environments. And the cold is just one of those environments. There are others, there are some other interesting ones which will provide the subject matter for my next challenge.